In the midst of the vast waves, when the dawn is still shyly hidden behind the horizon, the ships have already cut through the waves and set sail. With calloused hands and a persistent will, the fishermen begin their journey to find sea blessings, the precious gift that the ocean bestows. From the heavy nets of fish and shrimp in the middle of the ocean, to the modern processing lines on land, the journey of the fish is a journey of so much effort, sweat, and faith in life. Let's follow that journey where each frame is a story, each moment is a heartbeat of the sea profession. Under the deep water, where the sunlight was only a faint streak, giant nets quietly open. Each mesh was like an invisible arm, silently narrowing the space for the fish swimming around. Above the sea, as the nets began to rise from the water, all eyes watched with excitement. Under the bright sunlight of the late afternoon, each rope and knot tightened to the roar of the engine, signaling that a new catch was being brought up. And then, the most awaited moment arrived. The giant net was open, streams of fish poured out like a living stream, filled with silver, red, gray, sparkling under the afternoon sunlight. Each fish was still struggling, the breath of the ocean still lingering on their wet bodies. The fish had barely settled when the strong hands began to work cutting the fish, gathering them into piles, sorting them by size and type. Without anyone telling anyone, each person had a job, coordinating smoothly as if it had been ingrained in their blood through years of dedication to the profession. The simple plastic shovel became an effective tool, both removing layers of fish and cleaning the deck. Behind them, the sunset gradually fell, casting a golden glow over the sweat rolling down their bare backs. Amidst the myriad of common fish, the sea occasionally bestows a giant creature, a testament to the power, mystery, and surprise of the ocean. The massive fish body is pulled onto the deck, making the space more cramped and urgent than ever. The fishermen quickly take their position, some hold, some handle, some regulate the net, all working together like a well-trained army. When the catch exceeds human capacity, the giant machines on industrial fishing boats begin to work. The winch rumbles, deep and dull like the heartbeat of a steel ship in the cold ocean. The cable reels rotate evenly, pulling the nets weighing tons slowly rising from the deep sea. The entire system operates rhythmically and precisely. No mistakes are allowed, because just one slip can cause the entire catch to be lost. After hours of struggling with the sea, the heavy net was finally brought aboard the boat full of fish like a giant gift back from the ocean. The thick net was tightly wrapped, each compartment inside glistening with the silver of the freshly caught fish sparkling in the sunlight like raw silver bars. The atmosphere on board was now filled with excitement and satisfaction, not only because of the catch, but also because the effort had paid off. The nets are now full. Now it's time to remove each fish, unload them onto the deck to prepare for the next step. The fishermen wear protective clothing, holding tools, working tirelessly to divide, collect the fish and put them into the storage compartments. The sound of fish hitting the metal surface, the sound of nets being pulled tight, the sound of people shouting to each other, create a typical symphony of the fishing industry, both urgent and rhythmic. Every action must be precise and quick, because every minute that passes is a part of the value that is affected. This is not just about harvesting fish, it is the beginning of a new journey from deck to factory, from the sea to the meals of millions. And behind it all, the resilience and dedication of people who live day and night with the wind and waves. From the ship drifting in the middle of the sea, the fish are now brought into the modern processing line, clean, fast, precise. Here, each fish is carefully inspected, classified by quality and size to ensure the final product meets the standards when it reaches the consumer. The worker gently lifts the fish as if cherishing an achievement not only their own, but also the collective that has contributed throughout the long journey. After each process of processing, freezing, packaging, hundreds of tons of seafood are ready to leave the port, carrying the breath of the ocean and the sweat of the seafarers. It is not just food, but a story about labor, about people in the ocean. A silent but proud journey repeated every day to feed millions of meals everywhere. Thank you to all of you in the audience who have joined us on this journey. If you find the video meaningful and want to continue supporting those who work at sea like us, don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video. Each of your support is the motivation for me to continue sharing honest and simple stories from the vast ocean. See you again on the next trips to the sea, where the waves still exist and the story never stops.